Let me tell you a story that sounds too crazy to be true, but it is. My name's Tyler. I'm 29, and I live in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm not a tech bro. I don't live in Silicon Valley. I've never coded a line in my life. I'm just a guy who got tired of paycheck to paycheck living and took a weird risk. A risk involving artificial intelligence and eBay. It all started because of my grandma's lamp. Yep, a dusty old lamp. She passed away last year, and when we cleaned out her attic, I found a bunch of random stuff. Most of it went straight to Goodwill, but for some reason, I tossed the lamp on eBay. Just curious. It sold for $132. I was shocked. That thing was ugly, but curiosity turned into obsession. I started watching YouTube videos about flipping on eBay. I learned what Parex was, what mid-century modern meant. I dove into Reddit threads, where people bragged about $3 thrift store finds selling for $600. But the truth, I wasn't good at it. I'd go to thrift stores, scan barcodes, come home with junk. I made like $17 profit in 2 weeks. I was about to give up until I saw a Twitter post. New AI model predicts resale value of thrift finds based on image and metadata. Beta testers wanted. I signed up. What did I have to lose? The AI was called FlipVision. It had a simple interface. Upload a photo, write a short description, and it would give a resale confidence score from 1 to 100, plus projected profit margins based on eBay history, Etsy trends, and collector databases. The first time I used it, I uploaded a picture of an old vase I had sitting around. The AI gave it a score of 17. Next, I uploaded a dusty ceramic cat I bought for $1. Score, 93. I thought it was broken, but I listed the cat, and it sold for $89 to a lady in Vermont. That's when I knew I was onto something. I changed everything. I stopped trusting my eyes and started trusting the machine. I'd spend my Saturdays hitting estate sales, flea markets, garage sales. I'd take quick photos of items on site, run them through FlipVision, and only buy the stuff that scored 80 plus. Week 1, $173 profit. Week 2, $304 profit. Week 3, $921. It felt illegal, but the real story, the one that made my jaw drop, started at a small garage sale in West Des Moines. It was late fall, cold wind, bad coffee in my thermos. I was about to head home when I saw a plastic bin full of tangled electronics. On top, a beat-up Game Boy to remotes, and what looked like an old pager. Normally, I would have skipped it, but I snapped a photo, ran it through FlipVision. Score, 97. High resale potential. Item detected. Rare Seiko UC2000 RISC computer. Estimated resale value, $2,400, $3,200. I dug deeper into the bin, and there it was. A small rectangular device with a keyboard and wrist strap. I offered the lady $5 for the whole bin. She said, "Honey, you can take it for $3. That stuff's from my ex." I paid in quarters. I got home, cleaned it up, listed it with high-res photos. The bids started rolling in. Final price $2,877. I reinvested, started flipping full-time. I built a spreadsheet, started tracking ROI per item, per category. But it wasn't just about money anymore. I was learning. Turns out, the eye wasn't magic. It was pattern recognition. It spotted colors, materials, logos, obscure features that regular folks miss. I was just the middleman with a camera. By month 4, I cleared $11,450 in profit. I upgraded my car, paid off my student loan, but the real kicker, I started uploading lots of inventory photos into FlipVision, not just individual items. And that's when the eye spotted something I didn't. I uploaded a photo of a vintage sweater haul. 8 sweaters, $5 each. One came back flagged, possible hand-knit early Patagonia prototype. Tag analysis. Uncommon variant. I checked eBay. Nothing. But I found a forum for outdoor gear collectors. Posted a photo. 10 minutes later, a guy DM'd me. Is that the 77 Mountain Goat prototype? I'll pay $5,000 today. I nearly dropped my phone. We negotiated. He PayPal'd me $6,200. And that was the moment I realized this wasn't a side hustle anymore. It was a full-blown business. I now have a small office, a used DSLR for product shots, thermal printer for shipping labels. I hired my cousin part-time to help me pack orders, all because I trusted a machine to pick my eBay flips. The crazy part, I'm not even using the full version of FlipVision, just the beta. But here's the twist. I've started building my own AI now. I partnered with a developer friend. We're training a model called Sessence. It scrapes sold listings, visual trends, influencer data, and collector metadata to give even more accurate scores. Next month, we launch the private alpha. And guess what? The waiting list already has 400 people. This is bigger than I thought. Bigger than eBay. AI isn't just about replacing jobs. It's creating new ones, new tools, new intuition. And if you're watching this thinking, I could never do that, remember, I was flipping lamps and losing money 2 years ago. Now I wake up excited. I thrift for a living. I work with tech I don't even understand fully. All because one day, I let an AI pick my next eBay flip. And I couldn't believe what happened next. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment if you want early access to Sessence. Let the algorithm find your next win.